Welcome back, Plant Science. So now we've talked about photosynthesis and what the role that plays within plants. We talked about seeds as well. Now we're going to get to the part that's probably a little bit more familiar to us, and those are the parts of the physical plant. Okay. So first we have our roots starting from the ground and going up. There are three key functions of the roots, and I would write these down to remember them. Okay. First is to absorb water and nutrients for the plant. Okay. So roots uptake those water and nutrients within the soil that's absorbed within that plant so that it is available for plant use. Okay. Secondly is to fix nitrogen. So some plants, such as soybeans, for example, are legumes, and legumes are able to fix nitrogen within the soil so that it can be used in future years. So a lot of farmers, especially up here, will do a corn-soybean rotation. The reason why is because corn or soybean is a legume, so it fixes nitrogen into the ground. Corn is not a legumes, but however, the next year when the farmer goes out, they can plant corn after planting some soybean, and those nutrients from that corn crop or that soybean crop will be available for the corn to use and grow and be healthy and strong. And the third function of the root is obviously to remain anchored in the ground. So we have three different types of roots that we're going to talk about. The first is the primary root. The primary root is the main root of a plant. So over here, this looks like it's more of a taproot system, but over here we have a thick central root. Then we have secondary roots, and those branch off of our primary roots, and they're much thinner than the primary roots. And then finally, we have our tertiary roots, which branch off the secondary roots to even smaller roots. Okay. Then at the very, very end of our roots, we have things called root hairs. And root hairs are the specific structures that suck in the nutrients and the water that's available for that plant. Okay, they're tiny projections that aid in absorbing nutrients and water for plant use. Okay. So we're going to stop there. We're going to talk about the shoot, which is the parts of the plant above the ground in the next little segment. But hopefully that was kind of a nice review or introduction to the root system. Roots are probably between seed, roots, and shoot. Roots are probably the easiest for people to comprehend simply because there's not a whole lot to it. It just simply keeps the plant anchored in, potentially fixes nitrogen, and of course helps us obtain nutrients and water for plant use. So it's pretty simple, pretty quick to understand. So we're going to talk about the shoot next, and that gets to be a little bit more complicated. So bear with me, and we'll see you in the next video.